guys, this is Joanna and welcome back to another video. And today I'm creating a Christmas shaker card, and I'm using this adorable snowman from My Favorite Things, and I'm also using these dies from Paper Smooches. They are like embossing dies, so they don't cut entirely. I think they are really cool. I will show you later what I mean. And I'm starting out by creating my card base, and I'm creating a standard size card out of Nina Solo White 110 pounds. And then I have cut my card front just slightly smaller, and I have a scrap piece of Nina Solo White, the same cardstock as I used for my card base, and I'm stamping my snowman, and I'm using Memento black ink because I'm going to do some Copic coloring later. And this is nothing fancy at all. I'm just trying to blend the shadows by using a light tone, a mid-tone, and then a darker shadow. And I will be cutting this snowman out, so it doesn't matter if I go outside of the lines. And I have sped this portion up quite a bit, so hopefully you won't get bored. But I will put on some music, and then I will pick up the voiceover when I'm done coloring. And when he's all colored in, I'm using my scissors to cut him out right against the stamped border. And as you can see here, I'm extending the snowbank, and I will use my black Copic multiliner to go around the edges later on, as you can see here. And I'm also going across the snowbank that I extended to make it look like it's a part of the stamp. And here I'm deciding which circle die I'm going to use for the shaker window. And I'm just checking with the snowman to see that the spacing is right. And then I'm using some washi tape to adhere those cool dies from Paper Smooches. And as I said earlier, they won't die cut the paper, it will only leave stitched lines. So I think they are so uber cool and I think I will use them for a lot of cards in the future. So here I have run this through my die cut machine, and I'm going to die cut this a couple of times using the flourishes once again, so I will use the flourishes on the entire card front. And now all of the flourishes are die cut, so I'm using my lightest shade of Distress ink. This is Tumbled Glass, and I'm just adding some color on top of the card base. And I'm using my mini inking blending tool and I'm trying to get a smooth result, so I'm not applying much pressure at all. And here I'm deciding I want the top edges to be rounded, so I'm using my corner jumper, and then again I'm going in with my ink to make sure that the edges are inked as well. And this is my acetate, and this is Judykin's embossable acetate. So today I'm going to do some heat embossing on my acetate. I haven't tried this before, but it turned out really great, so I will definitely try this again. So I'm using my Fiskars stamp press, and then I'm inking the stamp up in Versamark. And I'm stamping on top of the acetate, and I'm using my silver embossing powder from Hero Arts. And as you saw there earlier, I also used my Inka Dinka Do Magic embossing powder bag to make sure that I didn't have any strays of embossing powder. And I think the secret to emboss nice on both vellum and acetate is just to have a really warm heat gun, and then be really quick about the heating, I think. And if you are interested in any of the supplies that I used in today's video, it will be listed in the YouTube description down below or over at my blog, and you can find that address in the YouTube description as well. So now I'm using my foam tape, and I love this foam tape. If you watch my videos, you know I can't live without it. And then in the glass that I store my Inca Dinka Magic embossing powder in, I have some residue in the bottom. So I'm using a paintbrush, and I'm picking up the powder and I'm applying it to the edges, so I'm sure that the foam tape is not sticky. And then I'm just removing the backing. And then I will use it, then I will fill my shaker. And this is snow. It's not it's not real snow, of course, but I didn't buy this in a craft store. I used it to craft with my kids. We made some snow globes with it, and we have used it to decorate the table. Quite a mess, I will tell you. But I really liked it, and when I saw it, I was like, maybe I can use this for a shaker. So that's what I'm trying to do today. And I also put in some glitter. This is Pumice Stone glitter, distressed glitter. And I thought it would coordinate beautifully with the sentiment, but it actually grayed up the snow a little bit. So if I was to make this card again or use this snow again, I wouldn't use gray glitter. So here I'm creating a backer for my shaker. And this was mistake number 2. Because the distress ink is quite wet, so it didn't adhere properly on top of the foam tape. So I used some multi-medium matte to adhere it instead, and it worked out just as fine. So I'm just adhering a little bit, so I'm sure that nothing will escape. Nothing of the glitter or the snow will escape. And then I'm just using some acrylic block to put over it to make sure that it adheres straight or flat. And I left it there just for a couple of minutes. Multimatte really dries quite fast. And then again I'm using my ATG gun. And then I'm adhering this on top of the card base. And as you can see here, the snow looks quite gray. But when I shake this card, the glitter actually fell down to the bottom. And the snowman will cover up most of the gray glitter. So in the end, this card turned out quite nice anyway. Luckily, so I didn't have to start over. And then I'm going to send this card through the mail, so I'm not putting the snowman on dimensional. I'm using my ATG again to adhere him. And I think he's so cute. I'm smiling just looking at him. I think he's so cute, that snowman. So I'm using my scissors to cut off the excess of the snowbank, so he will stretch across the bottom of the card. And I think I might have used a little bit too much snow as well, so if I used this snow again, I wouldn't use so much. And just to finish off the card, I'm using my Wink of Stella. I can't live without my Wink of Stella either. So I'm using some Wink of Stella on the heart and on the hat and also on the scarf. So then this card is done. So I hope that you liked it, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.